Check your smoke detectors every month. Press this button.
However, testing your smoke detector once a month or even once a week isn't enough. Clearly, in this next picture, you'll see that 14 years ago in 2005, this smoke detector should have been replaced. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Replacing a smoke detector is rather simple. I'm going to have my 4-year-old help. Mary, how old are you?
I'm 4.
So Mary, why don't you twist counterclockwise to detach the smoke detector from the base? Nice job, Mary. Thanks for helping. Now let's get up close and take a look. Once the smoke detector is separated from the base, you will need to remove the wire harness. Just go ahead and tug gently to remove the wire harness. Now that they are separated, validate what type of wire harness you have, but we can also review this later. See that there's 2 screws up here. We are going to have to undo those to remove the base from the ceiling. Go ahead and start unscrewing these about 1/4 to 1/2 of the way out, because the new base will use the same screws. Once the screws are loosened, simply turn the base and remove it from the ceiling. And now we can see that we have a new replacement smoke detector. This is 120 volt with 9 volt battery backup. Once we tear into the package, we can see that we have a new base plate, no problem because we removed the old one. And we can also see that we have a different wiring harness method here to get the 120 volts connected to it. So the package that we bought has different wire harnesses. It has 2 that have direct wire harnesses that can just snap right in. And hopefully we have an exact match, which isn't this one. And if neither of them matched, we have a new harness that could be hardwired back in using the wire nuts. But we're gonna use this because it's an exact replacement. It simply snaps into the back of the new smoke detector. There's 2 prongs on it that you separate, and you just push down until it snaps in. You'll know when it snapped in because you won't be able to remove it. So this makes life pretty easy for the install later on. So now we'll go ahead and install the base plate. Simply put this in to the screws that we had backed off previously. And there's 2 different ways. You can slide this to the right or left, but only one of them will typically fit because the screws are offset a little differently. So figure out which way it works for you, and then we'll go ahead and tighten up the screws. The thing to remember is that the wire harness needs to go through the hole. So make sure that that's pulled through because we'll have to use it later on. Now let's go ahead and snug up the screws here. Now remember, your smoke detector is like 6 or 8 ounces. It's not like we're holding a 50-pound weight here, so you do not have to over tighten these things. It's simply holding up a very lightweight smoke detector. People have a tendency to over tighten that. Please don't do that. And now that the base plate is installed, we simply just go ahead and put the wire harness into the smoke detector. So we'll get 2 hands free and push that together. And once the wire harness is installed, we simply just need to take the smoke detector, put it in the base, and twist clockwise. Once that's done, we triple check that we have power, and we test out our smoke detector. So we can see that we have power by the green light. We'll go ahead and do the test here, and that wraps up our project. So we have a smoke detector that's been installed. Job well done.
That's how you install a smoke detector.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe below, and feel free to stick around for some bloopers.
Every month we check the smoke detector.
Smoke
Smoke
detector.
detector. Once we check the snow detector.
Smoke.
Ah! Every month we check the snow detector.
Luke, can you test the smoke detector? Luke, can you press the button to test the smoke detector?
how you store a snow detector. This is how you store a snow detector. Smoke detector.